So today we're going to do a quick review of solving quadratic equations by graphing. So as a reminder of graphing quadratics, all of your graphs are going to look like a parabola, and your solutions are going to come from the x-intercepts. So the solutions are the x-intercepts. Now your graph might have two solutions. It might have one solution if it looked something like this, and well, if it actually touched there. Sorry about that. Or you might end up having no solutions. All of those are the different cases here. In order to actually write your answers, x-intercepts are written as points, so some number comma 0. But in order to write your solutions, we're actually looking for the answer to an equation. So we're going to write all of our solutions like x equals some number. So in order to find our solutions, we graph it, we find our x-intercepts, and we write our answers as x equals the number. So let's go ahead and take a look at this first one. This is a quadratic function, and you can tell because it's a degree of 2. We need to find our vertex of our quadratic, and then we can graph it. So it depends on how you view this problem. This is either in vertex form or standard form, just because there's no bx term. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and show it with a, b, and c, but b is missing, so b equals 0. To find my vertex, I'm going to do negative b divided by 2a, which in this case is negative 0 divided by 2 times negative 1. So anytime that your b value is 0, that means the x-coordinate of your vertex is going to end up being 0. Because 0 divided by anything is still 0. Once you know your x value, you're going to plug in 0 for x. So you're going to do negative 0 squared plus 9. So your y value here is just going to be 9. So we can graph our vertex of 0, 9. Then what we do is we take the 1, 3, and 5 pattern, and we're going to multiply that by our a value. Now our a value here is negative 1, which means from our vertex we're going to go over 1, down 1, then over 1, down 3, then over 1 and down 5. If you wanted to extend the pattern further, because we actually have space on this one, you can, but it's not necessary. So you go ahead and you graph your nice parabola. And to find our solutions, once again, we are looking for the x-intercept. So we can identify, here is our x-axis. If this helps, you can go ahead and trace your x-axis. And you're looking for where the green line and the blue line cross, and there are 2 spots for this one. And we know they're nice because we actually graphed those points ourselves. So we can know for sure that my solution is going to be at x equals negative 3 and at x equals positive 3. And if you want, you can always take these values and plug them back in for x and see if you get 0 back out. And that would verify that these two then are the answers that make that equation true. Let's go ahead and try another one here. So this is now in vertex form. So we can actually just pull our vertex straight out of this. We're going to do h comma k. So h, whatever is inside with the x, we do the opposite for. So it's going to end up being a positive 6. And then whatever k is, you're going to keep that sign. So we're going to have 6 comma negative 4 as my vertex. Then we're going to take 1, 3, and 5, and we're going to multiply it by our a value. So our a value for this one is 4. So our numbers are 4, 12, and 20. So because these are positive, we're going to go up. So we're going to go over 1 and up 4, and then over 1 and up 12, and we're already off of our graph. So we can go ahead and connect these. Ooh, boy, I got off there. So I'm going to go back and change that because I got off by 1. And this should look better. It's hard to make a V shape or a U shape with such a stretch. It turns out looking like a V, but it's supposed to be a parabola here. Now we're looking for our x-intercepts. So those would be our solutions. We can see that we do actually have two. They are nice points that we actually graphed, so we know for sure it should be x equals 5 and x equals 7. So that was a quick recap on how you solve quadratic equations by graphing. After this, you can go ahead and do the practice problems that are associated with this to make sure that this skill went okay. Thanks.